Welcome back to a section where we'll learn about dynamic performance views. And those views shows us a real-time information about the actual database. So before we explore a couple of those views, let's just mention that only simple queries on those views are advised. So for example, some complex joins over those views are not advised as the data constantly changes. But if we want to make some complex queries on those, we can create, for example, a temporary table, populate the data from a view to that table, and further on use that data from our temporary table. So for the start, let's check our vDatabase view. And this one just shows the information about the actual database that we are connected to, right? The instance shows the information about the instance. The v parameter shows the settings of a system parameters. So for example, number of sessions that are connected to it, the information about our PC, so this is where the database is hosted. The vSession shows information about the current session, so what users are connected to it, how long, and so on. So if we check, for example, following row, we can see that we are connected with a username HR to it, and there are also other active sessions, right? This would be the same as we would go into a monitor session and check the session for itself. So we can see on that session, the HR and the sys are connected, but with our query, we can get a lot of more data, right? One useful is the reserved words, as we learned in one of our earlier lessons that we cannot use reserved words to name some objects. We can also find from this view those reserved words. So for example, the drop, it is reserved. If we look further, the decimal keyword is also reserved, from, and so on, right? The time zone names, as the name suggests, shows the abbreviation and the time zone name, right? So we can check which city is in which time zone. So very quickly, we covered dynamic performance views. But be sure to check the lesson resources and query through those views by yourself to check which kind of data it contains. This is it for this one, and see you in the next one.